Hello tout le monde. Ouais, on se retrouve sur God of War, histoire de continuer notre partie. C'est le Let's Play 8. Et là, on va essayer de faire toutes les Valkyries. Les Valkyries. Parce que les Valkyries, c'est autre chose. Je sais même pas si ça existe. Bon, allez, c'est parti. Alors, voyons voir pour regarder la chaîne. Histoire de voir vos messages. Hop. Et c'est du direct, on va vite tester le son. Ok, c'est bon. Je m'entends. Tout va bien. Tout va bien.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can.
Je suis pas assez pour ça. Ah si.
Feel it in my scrotum.
Eh ben c'est parti.
It's the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
yeah, we heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Bon, il a dit de rentrer chez nous. Ça tombe bien. Est-ce qu'il y a un endroit là-bas que je veux voir?
Oh man, the tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
Mimir, why do you have Bifrost crystals in your eyes?
A loving gift from the giants. Since I used to do so much traveling between realms, they thought it would be more convenient for me than having a crystal I could lose.
Did it hurt?
No, because I wisely fortified myself with 16 cups of billow maiden ale. Got so inebriated I tried convincing the giants to put them in my nipples instead. Almost talked them into it too. Can you imagine? Mimir of the Bifrost Teats. Ah, those were the days. Okay, I'll stop now.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Bien des années plus tard. Wow.
The ball!
Mjolnir. C'est Thor. Mhm.
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us. Here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Et voilà, on sait ce qui nous attend.
Here we go!
A tough fight.
C'est ça. Voilà, c'est là que je voulais aller. J'ai les cheveux qui gênent avec le casque. Bon, il n'y a plus rien ici. C'est quoi, c'est tout? C'est tout. Ok. Ah ouais, il y avait plein de trucs, il n'y avait pas que ça. Bon bah on a fini.
Atreus, follow me.
Allez, direction notre quête avec les nains. Je vais plutôt venir ici. C'est sur le chemin, j'ai l'impression. Ah non, ok, ça c'est des quêtes en fait. D'accord, donc hop, direction ici.
Whoa. Lemire, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. Or I can just tell you this story later.
Attendez, donnez-moi 2 minutes, je reviens. Je reviens.
I don't know what we're still doing here. I don't know what we're still doing here. Which way?
Oh, désolé. Petit AFK bio.
Which way?
Il est où? Ah, je crois que je l'ai vu. Ah, il est là.
Treasures for 4 different realms. knows? You think that Fafnir went to Alfheim too?
I do not know.
Aren't you curious? He sounds interesting.
We go to the storeroom to collect anything useful for our journey, not to learn more about the dwarf.
Fafnir was a rather interesting fellow, little brother. Perhaps I'll tell you a story one day.
Poor Fafnir. There's a fine line between ambition and greed, you know.
I didn't think we'd see you out here, since you and Brock got back together. Everything okay?
Oh, better than ever. You know, I really think we've both grown in our years apart.
So how come you're back here?
Just catching some fresh air. Look, I love my brother, but he still smells like a fetid dung pile.
Ça casse plus de choses ce truc.
Father, look up there.
Reaver.
They must have gotten here first.
The apple doesn't fall far.
Je trouve quand même beaucoup de corbeaux en ce moment. Ah oui, d'accord. Donc il y en a une ici.
There sure is a lot to see here.
On a deux. Troisième.
Look up there.
c'est ça. Faut trouver le troisième. Ah, il est là.
Whoa.
Boy,
It's another one of those maps. Looks like the Reavers made it inside. I hope they didn't take all the treasure.
Eh ben, on va aller voir ça, mon pote. Enfin, mon fils.
Just some stupid pots. And Draugr. No magical treasure. And no what's...
keep your expectations low, boy, and you will never be disappointed.
Je vois rien.
They caught you.
Petite seconde.
Off guard.
I wasn't expecting them.
Exactly.
put poison in this one, and the stupid bird statue.
And useful resources. The main reason we are here, boy. However, many of these chests have been emptied.
Probably by the Reavers. I hope they didn't take Suter's whetstone. I have a good feeling about this next one. Maybe we'll even find the whetstone.
Remember what I told you about expectations, boy.
Keep them low. I remember. Still, good feeling. So much for my good feeling. I was ready for them this time.
I saw.
So I should keep my expectations low, but always expect an attack?
It is a delicate balance. Expect the worst, assume nothing, and always anticipate an attack.
Sure is a lot to remember.
Encore? C'est une autre pièce. Oh, saleté.
Still no whetstone. And only one room left. I know I shouldn't hope, but you think we'll find it there?
No.
Huh? We did it!
Attends, on n'est pas encore arrivé au bout.
So, you back to piss on my corpse, you ungrateful little... who are you two?
We're looking for a whetstone. Have you seen it?
Aye, there was one in this room. My son sharpened his dagger on it, right before stabbing me in the back.
What?
Little bastard thought it was his turn to lead my crew. I was hard on him, sure. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. I did the same thing to my dad when I was his age.
He killed his own father?
Where is he now?
Ha! He may be a bastard, but he's my bastard. You'll get no help from me, fool.
Then his dagger will help.
Hey! That's mine! Hey!
Come, boy. We are leaving.
Behind you!
Choke on it!
À ton tour, vas-y.
Done.
Why would his son betray him? Kill his own father? Over some treasure? Seems so
Remember what I told you, boy. Assume nothing.
well, sure. He didn't seem like a great father, but
You only know half the story.
yes. Here we go!
We found no whetstone. This dagger belongs to the Reaver who took it.
They took most of the good stuff.
Oh? Well, here, take this. In exchange for the dagger. The dagger you brought me is quite interesting. An artless design, but the construction is sound. Where in the temple did you find this?
In a Reaver's back.
Oh. Oh.
He mentioned he was part of a larger clan. Maybe they took the whetstone?
Quite possibly. I know I've seen this design before. I have a favor to ask. Just a small favor, really. Do you remember the dagger you gave me?
The dagger stabbed into the Reaver's back? His own son killed him? Yeah, I haven't forgotten that one.
Well, I traced it to a group of Reavers that operate out of the Northree stronghold. I'd wager that's where they took their haul from Fafnir's storeroom, along with that whetstone that I could use to help you.
Et bah c'est parti.
Another treasure hunt. Pointless.
Well, not if Sindri really can make us better equipment with that whetstone. Plus, the Reaver's son. He murdered his father. That dragon, that's Baldur's, isn't it?
Yes.
And you brought it down to save me?
It was very heroic.
So Odin gouged out his own eye? Because of mushrooms you gave him?
Aye. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge.
We can beach over here.
Ouais, mais non, c'est pas là qu'on doit aller.
What's that up there?
Ça, il y avait quoi? J'ai rien vu.
Once you retrieve the whetstone, please take utmost care while handling it. It is a priceless relic, after all.
Sindri, have you always been so...
Clean? Huh. Don't I wish. No, I was just as unsanitary as the next dwarf until the day a Vanir witch set me straight. She discovered with her magic there are hundreds of thousands of tiny beasties on everything around us.
So small you can't even see them.
No.
It's true. And if they get inside you, they make you sick. But the witch told me there's one wood, the oak, that's a natural deterrent. Stops the beast from spreading. So now, I'm in smoke. See? I think of these things. Okay, back to work.
I still can't believe a son would kill his own father. That's crazy, right? I know, we only got one side of the story. But come on, his own father? I mean, I get angry at you sometimes, but...
Do you?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. A little. But I'd never stab you in the back.
No. I imagine not.
This clan really didn't want anyone coming in. How are we supposed to get through?
There must be a way to lift the gate.
Maybe with the big water wheel.
My thought as well.
Péter la gueule, moi.
I think this is something.
Ah, je pensais que j'étais assez loin. Comment on fait pour aller là? idée. C'est pas grave.
When are you angry?
What?
With me. When?
Oh, I guess sometimes when you don't think I can do something, but I can.
It is not always easy to know what.
It's okay. I get it. I'm little. Where's that whetstone, I wonder?
Moi aussi je peux le faire, hein.
That was exhausting.
Freya, to me.
Ok, non mais je regarde un peu aux alentours avant de monter directement. Voilà.
Interesting. That's it? Thought they'd be tougher. What happened over there? Hey, check this out.
Regardez quoi. Ça. Ah oui, ok, je viens de le voir.
This is the sun.
That ghost son? How do you know?
The sigil. It matches the dagger we found in his father's back. He stood his ground, but it was not enough.
They betrayed him.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
The whetstone!
Yes. They used it to smash his face in.
They did? Ew.
Ready yourself, boy!
This whetstone behind. If Sindri wants it, it must be really useful.
Well, lad, reavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, might as well use it as a blunt object.
Si, Sparta.
Done.
This is Sparta! Pied dans ta gueule. Ouvre la porte. Ah bah le voilà le coffre. Moi qui cherchais comment venir jusqu'ici. Et on pourra se tirer de là avec le bateau.
Look here.
Sir. There's a scroll here. It belonged to the sun. Wow. It goes on and on. Father, forgive me, filled with remorse, forget my actions.
Had he thought before taking action, there would be no need for regret, yes?
Yeah. Maybe we should bring this to his father. Back at the storeroom. What's that down there? Hey, we can dodge him.
C'est des simples corbeaux.
Something down there. Mimir, I still don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then, I was young enough to still be ambitious. Aesir gods were as powerful a force as I've come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage
You didn't happen to
counsel.
find the whetstone,
You know what?
perchance?
I'll tell this one later.
We found your whetstone.
Oh, wonderful! This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble. I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it.
So move it out!
He said, I didn't Brock and I are working on something special for you at the temple.
What are you fool?
We found your son. He was betrayed too. And we found part of his journal. It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me.
How'd he go out? He died fighting? We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrit always did keep his sword nice and sharp. A lesson he picked up from me. He's a backstabbing bastard, but knowing he's in Valhalla sets me at ease. Thanks.
We did a good thing. I'm glad we came back here.
That thief did not deserve the peace you gave him.
Maybe so. Still, it feels good to help people. Even the dead ones.
So much like your mother.
Ah, 13 000, il n'y a pas assez. Ah bah ils sont l'un à la suite de l'autre.
Atreus, to me!
I'm coming, I'm coming!
Brock and I have been working on a new project at the temple. Come visit soon.
Quand j'aurai le temps, je passerai.
believe I was saying the Aesir had power, but lacked for strategy. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
I never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to contain him, to protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well, that's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
Our enemies are strong. Boy,
Treasure map. All right. Govig's bones.
what will you say to her?
To Govig?
Your mother. What have you left unsaid?
I guess... I just want to know if she's okay.
She is dead, boy.
I know that. You don't understand.
Neither do you.
What would you say to Mom?
Nothing.
Nothing?
There is nothing left to say.
What about everything we've done so far? That man coming to the house? Talking to the world serpent? We've done so many amazing things. I just want to tell her about them. Don't you?
What else would you say to her?
I tell her that we're both okay. Not to worry about us.
Atreus, I miss her too. You know this.
I thought I knew very little. Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Quoi, c'est pas ici?
free...
Are you okay?
No, son. My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches.
Hellwalkers. They plague these lands.
I was their captain. They died because of me. But these abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all 3 of my ships across the lake. I know not what I did to anger Thor. Or his children.
Boy.
Yes, sir. Hey, another treasure map.
On viendra le chercher plus tard.
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind.
C'est quoi ça, une Valkyrie? Oh non. Non, c'est le dragon de l'autre là. Pas le dur. Qu'on a explosé.
More of those. Good.
Qu'est-ce que c'était?
Hey, look. A torch.
A torch is built with wood. That is a brazier.
A brazier. Looks like there's something written on it. Want me to read it?
Well fought, you two.
Hey, it's another spirit.
Come now. I don't bite. Well fought, you two.
Hey, you're dead?
You're very perceptive and reckless. Take caution when lighting these braziers. Sailor and Hellwalkers will swarm to the flames like moths. I assume we have you to thank for freeing us from a watery grave.
Us?
Other spirits. The Lake of Nine is full of them. Most are able to move on from this realm, but we, lucky few, are stuck here in Midgard until our affairs are in order. Perhaps you can help them as well.
We have no desire to help you, Spirit.
Ah, but you already have. I only wished to see the sky again. Farewell.
Whoa, he disappeared.
Come, let us not be distracted.
Oh. Ah oui, d'accord. On peut pas taper avec ça. Non. Une pomme, ça m'en fait 3. Verger d'Ioun. Didune. Et un succès déverrouillé.
I discovered opportunities for hunting and trade in these lands. I gave up my search for Jotunheim long ago. Leave that for the younger, more hopeful men.
So, I guess we should keep an eye out for other spirits.
What did I say about distractions?
But it sounds like they needed help.
They are spirits, boy. Dead things. They have no needs, only wants.
It feels wrong to ignore them.
We will get over these feelings.
Mom would have wanted to help them.
What was that, boy?
Nothing.
I thought as much.
Nous, on aurait voulu qu'on les aide. Enfin, qu'on l'aide.
Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son. You said he'd have his revenge?
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner.